Hi guys, so today we'll talk about your next relationship. These are the 3 piles. The first pile, which is the 3 of crystals. The second pile, 4 of crystals. And the third pile, Queen of crystals. You see? Comfort, prosperity. So meditate and calm your energies. Okay, we can start now. So for the first pile, so before that, I also pick out 2 dice, and then we'll get some numbers from it. Okay. So 2 dice. I'll do the orange one first. So you got 17. Okay, 17 and 3. 173. Maybe it's an angel number. You can try and search out on that number. 173. Okay, then we can start. What is your next relationship for pile 1? What is your next relationship for pile 1? What is your next relationship for pile 1? Oh, you got the relationship card. It seems like there's some tension involved in your relationship. Or maybe it's your relationship with yourself. Maybe you have some conflicts within yourself. Yeah, I'll take this. I can feel some tension. Maybe it's within yourself. Maybe it's your beliefs with relationships. Maybe it's your belief that relationship has to be a certain way. Like for example, it has to be some kind of drama. Like for example, when you watch movies online, right? They have those kind of relationship where they fight, they bicker. Maybe that's not the kind of relationship you want. Maybe that's the kind of relationship you want, but I don't think it's healthy. Let me see. Any advice for your next relationship? Action and focus. Optimism, innovation. I think it wants you to focus on doing things, taking action. maybe this relationship didn't progress because none of you took action, or like you took action but there was like no movement. Both of you are like don't want to take action, just waiting for the other one to contact them. I think it's a conflict with yourself. Maybe you should work on yourself first. Do some shadow work. Let me see. Yeah, it wants you to work on manifesting that person, manifesting her or something. Because it seems like you're not taking action, you're just staying in your comfort zone. What advice do you need for your next relationship? It's telling you that you can manifest whatever you want. Maybe it's just your mindset, or maybe you just don't take action, you're just procrastinating. Okay, any last advice for your next relationship? Orange calcite. Okay, let me see what's orange calcite for. So orange calcite represents the base and sacral chakra. Maybe it's telling you to take action, movement, something like that. Yeah, it removes fear and overcomes depression, dissolving problems and maximizing potential. It assists in integrating new insights and creativity into everyday life. I think you should focus more on your base chakra, which is your root chakra, because root chakra usually represents safety, security. And I think the reason why you never take action, maybe is due to fear or something. Maybe you should try some root chakra meditation. Try to heal that root chakra so that you can take action with her. Okay, so let's look at what will happen after you take action. It's saying that you have to collaborate and work with her, work through the differences, get to know each other, and also balance. Which means that don't always go to the same place when you're dating, or like try to have some variety, some excitement. Not so exciting, but it's like going to different places for dates, but still keeping the schedule. Like for example, you're going there to eat lunch, so you go there and eat lunch, then you go there and enjoy. Don't make it so varied, so different that like it's not according to plan like that. Okay, let me see. It seems like she's quite a independent person. Okay. Any last things we need for part 1? Any last things for part 1? Yeah, it seems like good karma is in coming your way. It feels like you really love her, so your next relationship, I think you already know who that person is, just take action. And yeah, thank you. Okay, welcome how to. So this is your card, control security. So what is your next relationship? Seems like seems like one of you is quite intellectual, then one of you is quite emotional. Okay. What is your next relationship? What is your next relationship? So one of you is quite intellectual and the other one is quite emotional. So the emotional person might have a lot of fears, I think, and that she seems to want to have some form of creative expression. Like she tries to express her emotions through creative writing or something creative. And it seems like the intellectual person is not understanding her way of expressing it. Okay. So amethyst usually represent your intuition, your third eye chakra, and also represents understanding spiritual stuff. Maybe it's telling the intellectual person to be more, to try to become more spiritual. Spaciousness, yeah, the intellectual person is too, like, he doesn't understand the girl's emotion. Okay, so let's see, how can we resolve this problem in this relationship or this conflict? How can we resolve this conflict? Independence. Maybe both of you need to, maybe in your next relationship you'll need a lot of alone time. Like don't try to force, don't force too much, and try to think in a more open-minded perspective. For example, let's say the emotional person and the intellectual person are two different persons, so try to understand each other. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand them, because both of you are completely different individuals. I think this is true love. But I don't want to say, like, based on the cards, it says that, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you guys numbers. Okay, so what dice does Pal 2 need right now? Or which dice does Pal 2 is, well, so for the first number, so we got 10. Yeah, 10. And then the second one, 2. 102. So that's your angel number. You can search out on that number. 102. Okay. What will happen after you resolve this conflict or you try to resolve it? Yeah. Health. So both of you will become healthier. I think this is quite a challenging relationship for both of you guys. Like you'll learn many things, you'll try to understand each other from different perspectives. And you'll grow and become a different person, yeah. Body. I think you have a good physical chemistry together. Like you understand each other very well physically. But when it comes to mental and emotional state, it's quite complicated. Any last thoughts for your next relationship? And I think it'll create a lot of prosperity for you. That both of you will. Material prosperity for both of you, yeah. Is there anything left I need to tell Pao to? Okay, I think there's no more. So thank you everyone. And I'll go to Pao 3. So welcome Pao 3. I'll pick 2 dice from this pocket. Okay. And I'll give you numbers, angel numbers for you. So let's see. You got 7 and 13. 713. So that's your angel number. You can search out on it. So what is Pao 3's next relationship? What is Pao 3's next relationship? Okay, so it seems like there will be a balance between comfort and challenge. Like sometimes you'll be very smooth sailing, sometimes there will be conflict. What is your next relationship for Pao 3? Balance. The previous Pao also got balance. Okay, so both of you need to know what your values are in this relationship. For example, you want a relationship that is loyal, like there's a value. So what do you want in a relationship? So both of you need to know what you want in this relationship in order for you to have balance and progress. Because this card represents mental clarity, so you need to both understand yourselves first, like what you want in this relationship first, then you proceed. And also balance. Like both of you don't try to have so much conflict. Like both of you have different values, try to compromise those values. Perfectionism. I feel like both sides shouldn't have rigid beliefs. For example, let's say you go out with her or she go out with you, right? One of you like to dress the other person up, but the other person doesn't like it. Then both of you should compromise, like should respect each other's opinions, then try to find a way to compromise, like try to dress up a little bit, like pick the clothes for him for one day, then the other day you do it yourself. Or you can, try not to have too much conflict, just adapt to each other's differences. And lapis lazuli usually represents the eye chakra, opening of understanding the spiritual self more. Understanding yourself more. I think this relationship is not your perfect one, because both of you guys are different. You're trying to understand each other. Like for example, you have this kind of rigid belief, and then she have some kind of another belief. So both of you have different lifestyles. So it's like trying to adapt and understand each other and understanding what you want in a relationship. It's like this relationship is to help you know what you want in a relationship. That's what I feel. Anything else for Pao 3? Yeah, see, I think both of you have two different beliefs, or you're trying to force your beliefs onto each other. And then once you let go of those rigid beliefs, there will be celebration, I guess. And the magician. Correct. So I think this relationship is to get to know what you want. Because this card represents celebration. And this one, the first card, represents retreat. So maybe both of you need some alone time to get to know yourself better. I think this relationship is to help you understand what makes you truly happy. And then the magician usually represents you can manifest what you want in the future. Okay, so what will happen after Pile 3 manifests what he or she wants in the future? You'll learn more, you'll become more open-minded, more understanding. Okay, maybe you're too hung up on a relationship because this card represents you're too tired. I think it's telling you to be open-minded but not so desperate for a relationship. Like I think you're too tired to get into a relationship, or it wants you to change. Maybe there's something that you haven't let go of yet. Maybe it's a certain belief that the relationship has to be this way, and then the new person coming in cannot come in because you're too exhausted trying to hold on to a wrong belief, because it's telling you to be open-minded and to let go of certain beliefs. Okay, so what you need to let go of? What belief do you need to change or let go of? Doubt. Okay, doubt. Maybe you're too over-possessive. Like for example, when you go out with a girl, then that girl talks to other guys, then you become possessive. Maybe you're afraid that she'll leave you. That's why you have this doubt within you. Abundance. Oh, this card fell out. Failure. Adversity. I think you're too perfectionist. Stop trying to be so perfect. I think it's because of this perfectionist mindset that leads to a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. Then because of this, you are afraid that something will happen to your relationship. And then the abundance and failure are both together. Maybe you want abundance, but you're afraid of it. Maybe you already have it. Maybe you're already with that person, but you're afraid of it falling away. So I think this fear is actually self-sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotaging yourself. Okay. Work. Then you're focusing on work to avoid it. Are you sure? What advice can I give to this person? Pyrite. Okay, let's see pyrite. I think something is related to pyrite. And I got amethyst also. Okay, let's see. Amethyst usually represents connecting to your intuition. Trying to asking the divine for help. For example, asking your deities, your gods to help, to support you, to give you advice. Right. 91. Wait, iron. Okay. So pyrite creates a positive outlook. It sees behind a facade to what is. Helpful for people who feel inferior. It strengthens confidence in masculinity, but may be too powerful for macho men, initiating aggression. So pyrite is particularly helpful for getting to the root of karmic and psychosomatic disease. Expands and structures mental capabilities, balancing instinct with intuition, creativity with analysis. So I think you are spending too much time on analysis. You're thinking too much. You're not letting it flow. You're not letting the relationship flow. You're thinking like, you're thinking too much. So how to help you? Any advice or poetry for helping them balance their doubts? I think it's to focus on the successes that you have. Like focus on the energy, focus on Show gratitude, yeah. Be grateful for what you have right now. Release and recovery and responsibility. Wait. It's telling you to focus on the present moment. Focus on now. Like, what do you have now? I have I'm grateful for having food every day. I'm grateful for, like, what do you have now? Focus on what you have now. And it's telling you to trust the divine. It doesn't give me any advice. It's just telling you to trust the divine. To trust them. Trust that everything will work out well. Maybe the person that you're going out with is quite good. Your next relationship. And that there's no need to doubt. Maybe it's your overthinking and your insecurities from the past. Like, don't bring it to this new relationship. Just keep it in the older. Yeah, just let it go and leave it behind. Yeah, I see there's love in this new next relationship. I think it will be quite good for you. It's just that you're too afraid. And calmness. Maybe he or she will bring you a lot of calm. So next relationship is a good relationship. Just don't overthink and just let it flow. Let the relationship flow. And then you'll have a sexy relationship. Okay. Thank you. This is the end of your reading. Bye.